Hi, I'm Everett. Welcome back to the shop. I know I haven't really posted anything in the last few weeks. Life's just been really busy between work and family and all that sort of fun stuff. I do have a project I have to get done for tomorrow morning. It's Sunday night, and I have to have a tool made up for work for tomorrow morning. We'll get to that in a minute. But over the last few weeks, I've also had a bit of mail come in, and I just wanted to make a few mentions of that. First off was a letter here from Kimber. He sent a letter and some stickers, and I appreciate him when he says, "I still look forward to seeing your videos at least once a week." And dude, I wish. Maybe when my kids need a little less attention, then maybe I'll have a bit more time. I'm trying. I'll put something up whenever I can. But yeah, as far as this is he sent some stickers here. This is his sticker. I sent 3 actually, which is nice because I got 1, and then these 2 are going to go to my buddies Eldon and Grant. And yeah, as I say, I appreciate it, Kimber. I'll be, who knows, I'm trying to get a bit more time in the garage here as time goes on, but it's just, lately I've been finding I get home from work and I am just cooked. Again, I work on heavy trucks now, and so it's a little different from a less physical job. And then I get home and my little people tend to take what energy I have left out of me, so I'll do what I can. As well, there was a surprise gift that came in my mailbox there from Phil Desjardins from Quebec there. There's Phil, Robert, and Pierre. The 3 of them are the 3 monkeys over in Montreal. And I appreciate the really nice letter that he sent here. Yeah, it sounds like he's been really busy with stuff too. And yeah, I really appreciate your friendship, Phil, and thank you for the note too, and this really cool present. Inside the box here, he sent a bristle brush and a really cool oil pot. This thing here is a work of art, I tell you. So yeah, he sent me a little oil pot here. Nice heavy base, turned body, and I don't know if you can see down there, but it's got a tube running all the way to the bottom with some slits in the bottom. Oh, there we go. Yeah, lid comes off. So that, there we go. He's even autographed it in the bottom there, sort of PD, van for 20. Yeah, but yeah, that's very cool. Thanks, man. He mentioned in there, he says, now that you got yourself a big boy meal, you need a big boy cup. So don't get me wrong, I very much appreciate this. Thanks, Phil. And as far as for Jim Dedman, thank you again for the cups you gave me. I still use them. So now I actually have more to play with. So you can never have too many oil cups. Let's just put it that way. So thanks again, Phil. I appreciate it. The project, however, again, it's just a quick little one. We have a Cat C7 engine in the shop right now that's needing injector cups. And again, it's one of those things where, as I've talked in the past, having the special tools for every engine manufacturer's every engine platform is cost prohibitive for a small shop. This here is an injector cup from a Cat C7. It goes down into the cylinder head. The fuel injector goes in here, seals with rings and stuff, and this keeps coolant out of the out of the pocket where the injector sits. To remove them isn't that bad. What we wound up doing was we sort of put together I took my 3/4 NPT tap to work, and it will just fit in. And as you tighten down, I'm not going to tighten into this one because it's a new one. As you tighten down on the tap, it actually cuts threads in there, and then you can take a 3/4 inch NPT whatever that's threaded, 3/4 NPT male, thread it in there and pull it out. I'll throw hopefully I'll be able to get a few still pictures of the tools and stuff we used to get it out. Again, you could easily do this, put this together. It's not really rocket science. Going to put it in though, we don't want to damage the cups on the way in, and we don't want to damage the cylinder head. So for that, this is a S-cam shaft out of a 1988 Kenworth. And yeah, it's had a little bit of wear and corrosion and whatever in it, but this part here it will work just fine for our tool. So that's our task, is we're going to make an installer to put this back in the cylinder head. Hope you find it interesting. Now, as far as hardness of this shaft, I've already checked it with the Rockwell hardness testing files, the Tsubo-san ones, and the 40 does bite in there, and back here, as I try not to skewer myself in the wrist. So that length there approximately is going to be plenty long enough. I don't need to really worry about overall length as long as we can actually hit it with a hammer and not hit anything else on the engine. So I'm going to cut it there and cut it there. You know, I was thinking just a rough guesstimate to start with, but okay, let's go. You know, let's make this tool, say, 8 inches long, roughly 200 millimeters. Just to say we have an actual target. Yep, that is way nicer than having to do that with a hacksaw. Very thankful for this little saw. So the largest diameter we need is the outside of this, and in fact we want to be slightly smaller than this so it fits down the bore of where the injector sleeve has to go. It is 1.377, otherwise known as, well, 35 millimeters. Well, 1 3/8, 35 millimeters, really close to each other. So this piece here is 36.8, otherwise known as 1 inch 449. So we need to take this. I'm going to start by taking this this piece here down over most of its length to whatever it is. You know, instead of 1 3/8, maybe we'll go, or 1 inch 380. Or 375, whatever, maybe we'll go 1 inch 300, somewhere around that neighborhood. It just has to push on that surface back there. It's going to sit right about there. So even if we leave the, or if we take this down to 1 inch 3, well, what would that be? 1 inch 450. Yeah, 1 inch 377. 1 inch 375. Even if we take it down to, let's do 1 inch 350. So that means approximately 100 thousandths off the outside, or approximately, what, 2.4, yeah, 2.5 millimeters. And my apologies for the background noise. 'Tis that season again. Northern Alberta, unless you want to freeze your tush off in your shop, you gotta burn something. So now what I'd like to do is put some grips in this thing. So just some grooves in the handle. simply because it is kind of tricky to hold on to stuff sometimes when you have greasy hands. So every 100,000ths or so, or roughly 2.5 millimeters. Get some light grooves in it. There, that should just about do it. And then let's put a chamfer on. There, that's better. Now, because absolute concentricity is not really a concern with this, we're just going to flip it around in the chuck. Alright, now this end here, we need to make sure that we don't go past our, whatever it was, 1 inch 350 in diameter. Cutting it down. We'll face it first. Alright, 1 inch 351, that's what we're looking for. It's a little bit smaller. There we go, that slides in nicely. So then that bore there is the final journal we need to cut. It is 988 or just a hair over 25 millimeters. So 30 millimeters or 1 inch 180, give or take. So See the little shoulder in there? Roughly 450. Or 11.44 millimeters. Seriously? Just like that. At this point, we're going to play dangerously. And we're going to use the grooving tool that was sent in to me. This is going to prove interesting. Let's see how it goes. I don't really have a spec I'm shooting for besides just fitting. Ooh, almost. There it is. Just a nice little bit of grab to stay put on there, but not too tight that it will cause issues. Alright, pop it out once more. All right, there it is. Took my little aluminum shims out with it. So there we go. One Cat C7 injector copper installation tool. Cost me nothing but a bit of time to play. Now, while I didn't get any video of the injectors being removed, I mean, we're just really slammed at the shop right now. This is what we use to thread the insides of the cups. You go down through with the, basically take a 21 millimeter extension, a couple wraps of electrical tape on the square of your 3/4 inch NPT pipe tap, and then you can get down the hole and put some threads into the cup itself. At which point then you can take this guy here. Well, you might want to make it up here at the shop. It's a 1/2 inch coarse, one of those union nuts welded to a close union pipe nipple, and with the threaded rod you can use the, well, no, that's an install tool. You can actually use the cat remover installer sleeve. This is used for some of the bigger engines. So we have the kit that'll work with some of the bigger engines. However, we didn't have one that would pull out of the small ones. So you could make this easily out of a piece of square tubing or something, or, well, square tubing, round tubing, whatever you have in your shop. All this stuff is fairly easy to make if you have the stuff around. Again, we could buy it. However, you know, all these different special tools, plus right now trying to get stuff in any length of reasonable time is kind of ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, so that's for tapping the cups, and then you grab on with this and pull it out. So that's how they came out. So here we are putting the cups in. Got a little bit of the Loctite goo on the end there, that stuff. Couple calibrated taps so you hear it bottom out. There you go. That's it. There's one of the empty holes after the cup has been pulled. The thing is, to keep schmutz out of the bottom, you put earplugs in the very bottom hole, and it worked really well. So yeah, a little bit of straightforward turning, you know, not really that complex of a project. Tolerances are pretty wide. I mean, it's a really simple project, fair enough. Figured you might just find it interesting even with that. Just wanted to say thanks to everybody for all your support, all your kind words, all your, well, thank you, Phil, for the really cool new oil pot for the mill. Thanks, thanks Kimber for the stickers. It's, it's been really cool to connect with people from all over the world with this whole YouTube thing. And it's, yeah, it's been cool to hear from all sorts of people from all walks of life and whatever, and making comments and getting emails and things. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, that's cool too. Just thanks for coming by. Hope you found it interesting enough. Thanks for all the likes, the comments, the many emails people have sent to say hello, and even share some of your projects. It's really cool to see. So otherwise, yeah, I'm still in the process of getting some of the other video footage I've already taken, edited, and up. It's just, as I say, going to take some time. We got we got stuff on the go. So thanks everybody. See you next time.